Let's get it. There we go. There it is. Let's get like this angle. And then maybe a little closer. Nope, too close. Woo, right there. Maybe like that. There we go. All right. Bing, bop, boom. Let's go. All right, guys. Let me get my chat pulled up. I've got it mostly pulled up. I'm trying to get it to where, there it is. That was today's stream. How do All right. Come on now, there we go. All right, we're in it. We are in it to win it. What's our random? All right, we're here. We are here. So we've had a tragedy happen. A tragedy happened today. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on who you ask, but I qualify it as a tragedy. If you haven't already noticed what the problem is, I'll explain it here in a second. But a tragedy has happened. A tragedy has occurred. So, give me just a second. We'll talk about it. Man, like there's no plates on the bench. Who's over here? What is going on? All right. Yeah, we have had a tragedy happen, guys. The milk problem that you're seeing here, they did not have my milk, unfortunately. They did not have my preferred brand today. We have just good old regular whole milk tonight. It's all right. It'd be like that sometimes. But it is a tragedy. Milk is top tier, George Bush. Milk is top tier. It is a superfood. Milk is a superfood. You know what, Brent? I have thought about it before. It's really high calorie. Oh. Hey, Jay, what's up? All right, let's grab this and warm up. But yeah, so we're on regular whole milk tonight. No special whole milk tonight. Ugh. Oh, no, it's all about whole milk. It's all about whole milk here. Oh, someone done swapped the bar over. Why we got the squat bar over here? What is going on in the world today? Everything's wrong. Everything's all wrong today, guys. The bar that's supposed to be here is over there. So my bench bar is over there. I've already mounted it. I'm not changing it. I don't have my usual milk. God, everything's wrong. Everything's wrong. I usually use, during the streams, I use Fairlife because it's filtered and it has higher protein content. It's leaner. Fairlife is the usual item. But we'll be all right. We got a quart of this. When I walked into that grocery store just a few minutes ago, I looked in that fridge, I looked in that refrigerator and saw that there was not a single bottle of Fairlife on the whole shelf. I was so sad. How's it been, Jay? How's it been? How you been? What's up, Michael? Everything's wrong today. Everything's wrong today. My bar's wrong. My milk's wrong. Just everything's wrong. Everything's wrong. What are we gonna do? We got to start all over, guys. Whole day has to start over now. Whole day has to start over now. Might as well go back to bed. Been scared? Of what, Jay? Of what, Jay? Spotter for 225 Cookie Monster? Not at all. We're warming up at the moment. Ah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. You'll get over that. You'll get over that. It's not as bad as everyone makes it sound. It's like almost as bad, but not that bad. All right. It's a pretty awesome experience, Jay. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. It's a life experience that changes you as a person. It does. Ooh. All right. What's the question? What's the question? I'll answer it real quick before we do the next one. Yeah, Brady, he's having triplets actually. Jay's having triplets. How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, Jay's having triplets. Jay's having triplets. Potentially quadruplets. Yeah, that's a normal feeling to get. The normal feeling to get. So, how's it going, pro gamers? All right, let's add some more weight, guys. I gotta grab some more plates. We need 2 more plates. I'll be right back. Stack and rack. All right, we got 3:15. We're going to continue warming up. Yeah, warming up at the moment. Warming up at the moment. All right. More than this. More than this. 365 is my PR. What's up? What's up, Opie? All right, let's knock out this real quick. If you feel hungry during a bulk, you probably want to eat something. You should never be when you're bulking, you want to generally stay pretty well fed. So you might feel hungry on your first bulk if like you're getting used to eating a lot, and then you have periods where you don't. But all right, let me grab this, guys. Always bulking. I weigh 178. I weigh 178 at the moment. All right. What's up, Caleb? We've done this for sets of 4. I could probably get 5 at 315 fresh. But we usually do a lot of singles. I'm a power lifter, so it's going to be a lot of singles. So let's add some more weight. All right, 325 is next. Yeah, so I'm very lean. So I'm very lean. I tend not to carry much body fat. So, ugh. Yeah, very lean, extraordinarily lean. We will this year go probably to 205. So, all right. 225, nice and easy. I actually just got some new tanks. I had to update myself. I'm in larges now because of the bulk. So we had to move up to larges are actually kind of tight. So we had to move. Mediums were no longer cutting it. They were way too tight. All right. Now we have a tight large. So large, extra large is our size now, right? So that's why you probably never see me in a black tank, is because they were all too small. So yeah, we're gonna lift it, Legacy. I'm probably right around like 13 at the max during my bulks. I go to 13% body fat, but generally I stay single digits when I'm not in an active bulk. So, all right. Just until I feel good, Juan. That's okay, Curly. I'm okay with my bench being higher than my deadlift. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that at all. Yeah, I saw Bryce. I was on my Discord just a few minutes ago, but I was setting up for the stream, so I now haven't a chance to respond yet. But yeah, I saw. Then you were gonna play kickball, right? That's a rough day. Legs and then a kickball game. That was 325. 365 is my bench PR at the moment. These are just Adidas wrestling shoes. So I take creatine personally. My recovery is I recover like a full rest day once a week on Sundays, but I'm very good at recovery. I recover very quickly. I eat very well, and I allow myself enough sleep to say my recovery very efficient. Very efficient. 335 is next, guys. All right. We got a 335 press we're about to hit real quick, guys. Still getting warmed up for the week, I feel like. We're not 100% warmed up for the week. Yesterday felt pretty good. But I'll say even today, maybe it was the little bit of a food coma I was in earlier. I ate like 2 pounds of potatoes earlier with my dinner. I had myself a nice flat iron steak, and then like 2 pounds of potatoes for dinner. What do you mean, David? What do you mean? They're great. Tank tops are top tier. Never played pickleball. Everybody seems to love pickleball now, but tank tops are top tier, David. Highly recommend, especially here in the South, all right? Here in the South, tank tops are like a necessity in the summer, all right? They're like a necessity in the summer. So we're about to. We're allowed to rest a little bit. We're 15 minutes in. We've already done like seven different weights on the bench, 7 different sets on the bench, sets and singles. I'm in South Carolina. Yeah, here in the South, tank tops are like top tier equipment, all right? Appreciate it, David. See, it's a combination, David. Look, I can do the tank tops because of the glasses, right? They work together, right? They cancel each other out. They cancel each other out, right? All right. 'Probably not, Joshua. I think Wednesday is what we said was PR day this week. Wednesday is definitely the PR day this week is the plan. We already planned to be in early Wednesday, so just be aware, Joshua. If you're coming in for the PR attempt tomorrow, it's probably going to be like 9 o'clock. So, easy work. Easy work. All right, we're going to add some more weight. $345. Yes, I'm a powerlifter. All right, Jay, I hope you have a good one. It's just a different camera angle. So the camera's flipped. Don't forget, guys, I flipped the camera recently. No, I've never played any sports. The only sport I'm involved in is my powerlifting, which I've been doing for the last like 3.5 years, 4 years. Somewhere in there, I don't know how many years. But I've been lifting for 5 years, powerlifting not for the entirety of that, obviously, but. All right. So we got 345 on here. Let me grab some milk, and then we'll hit 345. I'll tell you right now, if I was to play the sport, baseball probably wouldn't even make like the top 3 options for me. I'm not a big baseball fan. It's very dependent on you what your best time to go to the gym is. So it depends on your day, your schedule. There's no like any one answer to that. Powerlifting would definitely be probably what I opt into, David. You would imagine. No. Yeah. So powerlifting is my gig. Powerlifting is my gig. Because powerlifting, table tennis, and then air hockey. Those are or skee ball. So actually milk is very hydrating. So I don't know. I'm not coordinated like that, Bryn. Coordination is not what I'm known for. The lifting heavy circles, great at it. But coordination, no. Yeah, I've seen recent videos, Petra. I've seen recent videos. He's doing the arm wrestling thing now too, and he's changing up his gig a little bit, you know, and it allows him to trim down a little bit with the body fat. He probably feels a lot better. So. What's up, Tone? All right, let's grab this real quick. All right, 345, quick single. Who bit the dust? Who bit the dust, David? You talking about Brian Shaw as far as switching up sports a little bit? Do 405 for chat. All right. Yeah, but here's the thing, right? Hold on, let me grab this and we'll talk about the Brian Shaw switching sports thing. If you're not on a CPAP, you ain't big enough yet, all right? You ain't big enough. The bulk's not over till you're on a CPAP, all right? Whee! Oh, Lord. No, I don't plan on doing bodybuilding. So, bodybuilding is not my gig. Are pro powerlifters allowed to be on gear? So it's an interesting question, Michael. So number one, there's two answers that come along with this. Number one, what is a pro powerlifter? So powerlifting professionally is as soon as you start getting paid to do it, essentially, like enough to say that it's an income, right? But there's not like a certain point where you become pro or not pro, right? But it's just when you do it professionally. So it's not like bodybuilding where there's like a certain point, you know, that you're considered like a pro card type deal. But the best of the best powerlifters right now, the vast majority are on. If they're in a tested federation, they shouldn't be. But there are untested federations. Just like bodybuilding, there's tested and untested shows. So it just depends on who they're competing with. So I weigh 178. We're going to add about 5 more pounds to this. It is not a must. It is definitely it's definitely something that you that will help you at that level for sure. It will make your life a lot easier at that level. But it is not a must. I believe it can be achieved naturally with enough work and if you're strict enough with yourself. So, is it a lot easier on gear? Sure. There's no one debating that. What's up, Saray? That's fair, David. That's fair. Yeah, no, realistic, you're not wrong. The majority of professionals on bodybuilding, whether it be bodybuilding, strongman, powerlifting, I mean, even most likely even your CrossFitters, right? Your pro arm wrestlers, anything that's a strength or endurance based sport, anything that's a sport. Your pro pickleballers, is pro pickleball a thing? Your pro pickleballers are probably all taking something, right? Or the vast majority of them are taking something, not all. The vast majority are. So, but it's one of those things that you basically get told the entire time that you have to do it. I hear it all the time in the stream, not even counting that, right? Just day to day. When do you plan on going on? Are you going to go on? When are you going to, like, wouldn't it make your life easier? Couldn't you just do it in your off season? You get told that so much, and it's because people are so used to hearing you have to do it at a certain point to progress. And you don't. You can continue to progress. You just got to work harder continuously. So. Eddie Hall is natural. I don't know. As you know, out of all the lifters that I've watched in the past and seen do like Q&As, I don't think I've ever seen Eddie get asked that. I don't think I've ever seen a Q&A where Eddie gets asked whether he's natural or not. Maybe it's just an assumption at this point. All right, let me grab this 350 real quick, guys. All right, 350. This is the heaviest we're gonna go tonight. Tomorrow we plan on going for that PR. We should be feeling really good tomorrow for it. So I have a very light day tomorrow. So as far as work is concerned, so we're gonna feel good tomorrow. Feel good tomorrow. All right, tree fitty. Bryn, you're my spotter. Whee! Appreciate the spot, Bryn. I bumped the hook too on the way up. That was no good. I'm 30 years old. 30 years old. Oh, let's drink some more milk, guys. It's just not the same. It's just not the same. My Fairlife, if you can hear me right now, send me like a month's supply, all right? And when I say a month's supply, Fairlife, I mean a month's supply for me, okay? So that's like 30 bottles, please and thanks. You can send a t-shirt, I'll wear it, or something. And a code, give me a code. I'll spam your code out on the stream, Fairlife. Send me 30 bottles, all right? The super chat goal. What are we doing? Okay. Joshua asked about the super chat goal. What are we doing tonight, guys? What are we doing tonight for the super chat goal? We did box jumps recently. You guys want to do dips tonight? Dips or push-ups? Dips or push-ups, guys? We did box jumps and squats recently. We could do dips, push-ups, or weighted dips. We'll do dips. I don't know if we'll add weight yet. We might put a weight vest on depending on how many we have. But all right, let me add it. All right, dips will be the super chat tonight then. All right. I'll even up it. Usually we do 3 for 1. We'll do 4. All right. I'll pin that up. And Joshua with the first super chat of the night. I appreciate the support, Joshua. I'll write your name on the bottle, Joshua. We have never written on one of these because I've never encountered where I couldn't get any Fairlifes. So I don't know if I'll keep this one. I might keep just the one tonight, depending on how many names go on it. I'm gonna keep it. I feel like I have to keep it. Maybe I'll get. You know what? I have an empty Fairlife bottle at the house. I'll transfer whatever names are on this one to that Fairlife bottle because I drank that one like yesterday or something at the house. It's like my daily, like it was one of my sipping ones. So I'll transfer any names onto that tonight. So no, dips won't affect that tone. We'll be all right. Clapping dips. I know I have not done a clapping dip. I have thought about it. I've worked on the logistics of a clapping dip, and I still have yet to make it work. It's just a speed thing. I can definitely push myself and like give myself like a boost off of like explosive dips. We do the explosive dips all the time, but it's a timing thing. You just don't have enough time to clap and get your hands back before your arms are up here. So it's one of those things like if you value your shoulder blades. Hey, Michael, I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Michael and Joshua throwing support our way tonight. That puts us at 24 dips now. 24 dips. That's a solid start to the dip count. And we're still on bench. We're still on bench. All right. All right, 315. We're just gonna do some reps with this. Maybe like sets, doubles, triples, something like that. We're gonna get 7 total reps. That's our usual gig. We are gonna be switching up the bench just a little bit here soon. So I think we're gonna actually be starting doing 320, probably starting tomorrow as our drops, or 325. So we'll start doing that for doubles and triples. I don't know if we're gonna do that, but I'm pretty sure that's the plan tomorrow. Hey, Joshua with another one. That puts us at 30 dips, almost 30 dips, like 29 dips. 29 dips, that's solid. I appreciate all the support, guys. It helps out a lot. It really does. It really, really does. All right, let's grab this. All right, let's go. 315. Let's grab it for a couple reps. Between 1 and 900, somewhere in that, like, you know, an average amount, right? All right. Yeah, I bench press 6 days a week. 6 days a week, Mike. Look, Petra, one of these days I am going to regret it. Someone's in the chat. One of these days is going to make me regret my super chat challenges. We'll cross that bridge when it comes. I think I'll be all right. That'll be a lot of dips. I will complete it though. I will complete it. Unless I absolutely cannot complete it. Unless I physically cannot do a dip for some reason or a push-up or whatever it is that day, I will complete it. Whether it takes 2 hours or 10 hours, we complete. I'm a man of my word with the challenges. So I am a man of my word with the challenges for sure. I put all of my effort towards the challenges. So yeah, the gym is 24 hours. So if I have to be here till 5 a.m. to complete a challenge one of these days, you know, that's on me, right? That's on me. I think I'm safe from that happening anytime soon. At some point, we'll probably have to adjust the style of goal. But right now, this is a safe way to do the goals, all right? For the moment. For the moment. We did get to 197 push-ups the other night, though. That was the highest number we've had as like an amount from doing this, and we did them. So. I imagine I'll be lifting more, so I don't ever plan on stopping. All right, let's grab this. With a double, let's grab a single Larson, and then we'll move from there. Appreciate it, appreciate it. What's that? How to lift weights. I can see a real big on safety with no collars and those. This is easy weight, Goldfish. This is like warm-up weight. We're okay, Goldfish. I'm doing okay. We're at like 29 dips at the moment. 28 or 29. So, all right, let's grab it. A little bit of Larson work. And you don't use collars when you're by yourself. That's a bottom tier decision making. That puts us at like, what's that, 33, 34 now? 33 now? 33 now? The channel's about powerlifting, Goldfish. So if you look at the title of the channel, it says Powerlifter Chris. It's in the context clues there. It's in the context clues. If you're interested in coaching advice, Goldfish, you can go to my channel. I have a Coach Chris section that you can get coaching advice. But this is more like lifting and chatting. I don't do a ton of incline, David, but I feel activation there, sure. Yeah, this is where this is like the best way to explain what we do here, for those of you that are trying to figure it out, which I think most of you get the idea, is I show up every night, I turn my camera on, and I try and achieve my goals while chatting with you guys. It's like a hangout for lifters, right? Even non-lifters, even people that just are interested in it, you know? It's a fun time. It's a community. It's a community of people that like heavy circles. So. About 5,000 calories, and I do take creatine, about 15 grams a day. I am natural. What's that, Estrada? I am natural. Mason, you come in here and say this every day. 100 humans versus 1 gorilla. I heard this the other day. This is a thing, right? This is something that they were saying the other day, right? I think with 100 people that want it bad enough, if they all get to go at the same time, they could take a gorilla. But all right, let's grab this. If you have the right people, a gorilla's going down, all right? Look, if you guys can find me a place where I get to fight the gorilla, I'm down. Let's go. I will join in. I am 100% down. 100 of us, let's go. Yeah, so me versus 100 gorillas, all right? I've got me for 100, all right? Look, you're just going to get a drop on the gorilla, right? you gotta sneak up on it. You can't go head to head, all right? Never gonna do yoga. I can assure you won't see yoga on this channel anytime soon, at least. Maybe as like a special one day, but like 143 kilos, somewhere in there. What's that, Tom? Take them 240. Paper mache, right? We've been benching it all night. We did a double Larson, single Larson, and a double. So we got 2 reps left here. So. So 100%. I feel like if you can get the jump on the gorilla, like if you can drop down on its back and just get a little headlock on it, that's what all the isn't that what all the karate kids that come into the chat are talking about? That doesn't matter how big they are, as soon as they get them in that arm bar or whatever else they're gonna do. Weight class doesn't matter. You know what? 100 of them guys versus 1 gorilla. I want to see that because according to them, they can arm bar anything. I got you. That's only if the gorilla sees me coming, Petra. All right, I'm on its back now. Gorillas have big arms. They've got big lats. They can't reach me. The gorilla's gonna be going like this, right? Trying to snatch me up, and I'm gonna be on his back, just like putting it out, right? As soon as you got the gorilla out, now you got at least like a couple of minutes to wail on it before you have to regret your decisions, all right? And here's the thing, when the gorilla wakes up, because it probably will, it's gonna be a really bad day. But for those 2 minutes that the gorilla is out, you're gonna look really cool, all right? Have you ever seen a gorilla reach his back? I don't think so. All right, I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe that's a fancy gorilla you saw. I've never seen a gorilla reach its own back, all right, that I can remember. All right, let's grab this weight. We got another double to do, guys. You know what? Let's do a couple singles, but let's make them fancy. Fancy. What, to the gorilla, Justin? The fancy press, right? I'm doing okay, Lance. Appreciate it, though. I appreciate it, Chief. I'm doing good, Ben. How are you doing? All right, we got one more lift here, guys. One more rep. We'll pause it, I guess, probably. We'll do a pause for our last rep tonight. Ugh. We'll do a pause rep, and then circle back for some curls, right? That's always how it goes, right? I plan on coming in early tomorrow, Michael. 9 o'clock is my plan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get here at like 8:45, right? And I'm just going to sit around, and the first opportunity I have where there's not a lot of people in here, I'm just going to set up and start streaming. So about 143 and a half kilos, somewhere in there. So yeah. All right, let's grab this real quick. All right, reverse grip. We're gonna do a, no, I'm not doing reverse grip right now. Do a mixed grip bench press, what do y'all think? We're not doing mixed grip. I value my chest, all right. Yep, let's go. Woo-wee! Let's go. I started, when I first started working out, all I had was a Smith machine. I will tell you right now, moving to a traditional bench when I stopped doing the Smith machine initially was hard. It was definitely a different world. But I love the flat bench. Obviously, I've been using it for years now, but you know. Not for 315, Ken. Not for 315. 315, this is our drop set, Ken. That was easy work. Those are 45s. I weigh 178. My current PR is 365, and I'm 5'11". 5'11". All right, we're gonna do curls now, guys. We got curls next. We did cables last night. We got preachers tonight. So I can't, unfortunately, Rudy, I can't give advice on creatine or any supplementation on the stream. It's just something I can do. I can tell you, I personally take creatine. I take 15 grams a day. That's me personally. But usually your jars are going to have some kind of dosage on it. But me personally, 15 grams a day, 5 of that coming from my pre-workout, and 10 of that being monohydrate. That's my personal supplement stack, creatine and pre-workout. So, but as far as helping you specifically with yours, I can't do that on the stream, unfortunately. We're gonna go curl, guys. Let's head over that direction. I am natural. What's up, Mossberg? We're about to do curls. We just got done benching for the night. We're about to do curls, and we're gonna do preacher curls tonight. Let me grab my laptop. Let me grab my laptop and put my milk up here, guys. I'll be right back. How long ago did I hit 365 bench? It's been like this will be week 2, I think. We usually PR once a week during the bulks, or once every other week during the bulks. It just depends on how the bulk is going, right? So just depends on how our bulk is going, honestly. I think there's a way I can like detach the chat and make it bigger. I'm gonna do that real quick, guys. Hold on. Pop out chat. Boom. Boom. I want to make the chat bigger. I guess that's the best I can do there. All right. Have I ever been on the treadmills? I avoid those treadmills. I don't like treadmills. No cardio for me. No cardio for me. Oh yeah, we do a lot of the same stuff, Steve. If you're lifting and you're changing your stuff like weekly or monthly, you're gonna. I mean, yeah, sure, that's great sometimes, but sometimes you have to repeat the same thing a few times to get the best results. So. We'll hit 405 within the next month or so, I imagine, Mike. So I just need a spotter for more often than I currently have spotters. I don't need cardio, ML. All right. Without creatine, I bench 365 still. Creatine isn't like an acute strength enhancer. It's an over time type thing. It's like taking protein. You know, it's something that helps you build over time. If I skip creatine today, I'm not going to lose weight off my bench. So, all right, 135. I do a full body every day. I deadlift 3 days a week and I squat 3 days a week. My workouts usually last about 2.5 hours. ML, I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine, ML. So it's not quite how creatine is really good at helping your muscles recover. You do have a little bit of creatine like swell with liquid. Now, if you have been taking creatine for a short period of time and you stop taking it, you might notice a difference. But after you've been taking it for a while, going off of creatine, because your body's not going to have no creatine in it, right? You get creatine from food still. Stopping creatine supplementation doesn't acutely decrease your muscle mass. It's a supplement to help you gain muscle mass, right? Now, if you stop creatine and you stop working out, you could see a more drastic change, sure. Hey, another one from Joshua. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah. Now, like, is there a mental part to that? Sure. So. All right, let's add some more weight. 165 for the next one. ML, because I don't want to do cardio, ML. It's not part of my program. Without protein, yes, your growth will slow fall, and protein's essential. It'll even reverse without enough protein. So that's good conditioning potentially, Tom. Some people don't get as sore. We're on a bulk ML at all times. That's what we're doing. I'm a power lifter ML. sore and getting a good workout are not the same thing, right? So not being sore does not mean you didn't get a good workout. There's a lot of reasons why you may not get sore. Some people are more genetically predisposed to not getting sore. They have better recovery during their workout. Depending on your workout, if you're doing less volume, like during your workout, less reps, then you may not get as sore. There's a lot of things. Joshua, we aren't adding one right now, but I'll put you on the list if you're interested. I will 100%. Are you in the Discord, Joshua? If you're not, then you should get in the Discord. We can talk about it more in there. I'm not adding one tonight, but I'll definitely keep you on the list of people to add, Joshua, 100%. But, yeah. All right. See if we can grab a full stack here. Being sore is not a necessity. Now, if you're at like a pro level bodybuilding or something and you're not getting sore and you're doing that much work, there could be something up. But if you're doing like general strength and not super high volume, like to failure work, you don't have to be sore. Now, if you're doing like everything to failure and somehow you're not getting sore, that's unheard of. But that's going to be few and far between, you know. I'll put the link up again tonight, Joshua, but it's on the community post. That link, they expire every so often, but I'll repost it tonight if it's expired. So, but it's in the community post, the Discord link, but I'll repost it tonight so you can jump in. But I can tell you right now, I've been training for 5 years. Obviously, everything's progressing really well. I don't get sore very often. It's very seldom. Proper food, proper recovery with sleep and everything does make a difference. If you're sleeping well and you're eating very, very well, you may not get as sore. Your recovery times are going to be better. Soreness is just a symptom of a good lift, but it's not a necessity of a good lift. I'll post it after the stream, Joshua. I might be able to post it now, Joshua. Hold on. One second, guys. Let me do this real quick. For those of you that want to get involved with the Discord, this is the way to do it. That is the Discord invite link. If you guys want to be involved in the chats that we do between streams, that's where I'm at. All right, try for a full brick, 210. I very, 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 very rarely get sore. I am very well conditioned. And my training is specifically set to make it so I have the least amount of like day-to-day wear, right? So we're looking for quick recovery turnaround in my program. I lift heavy 6 days a week, so I can't have long recoveries, right? That's not ideal for my strength training. If I was training to be a bodybuilder, then I might consider changing things a little bit, but that's not what I'm training for. So I'm a power lifter. So very, very different sport. Very different sport, very different type of training. That last one, I can only kind of count it. God, woo. Woo-wee. I was probably about cherry red for that one, wasn't I? Three days a week random, and the sets changed each time. 3 days a week squats, 3 days a week deadlifts. We are going to squat on stream this week. I think I promised you guys that. That's probably going to be a day that we get in here early. If we don't have a spotter, then we don't. I already said we'd do it, so. I am not on gear. I am natural. I am natural. But yeah, it just depends on your type of training. What training you're doing, the volume, how well conditioned you are, things along those lines. How's it going, Marcos? No two people's training, no two people are gonna have the same like level of sore from the same workout, typically, right? So it just really, really depends. Yeah, you'll get that, and you will get sore. You do recover very quickly. You do recover very quickly. Did it not pop up as a link? I'll share it on the post later, Joshua. I'll have to share it on the post later. It may not let me do it in here. Yeah, they're very different, very different. You are correct, Darius. How's it going? How's it going? All right, let's move on. We're going to go do rows. We're going to do barbell rows tonight. So we're going to go get set up for that. Yeah, so, for a stream for natty powerlifting, we get a lot of, it's expected that people are going to ask about performance enhancing supplements, right? So it is accepted that that's going to be a question when it comes to a lifting stream, but we do get a lot of it. We do get a lot of it. You are correct. I think it's probably almost every day we get a question about performance enhancers. So I'm a little earlier than usual, but not super early. We have no end game, like just more all the time. Just more all the time. So because I get asked that question about 10 to 20 times a night. 10 to 20 times a night. Usually it's while I'm on the bench or when I'm deadlifting. Those are like the two times I get that question the most. Usually the bench is what throws people off, I guess. The bench is what throws people off the most. Everybody assumes if you can bench over, 225, you must be doing gear, right? So. But as soon as you break a certain level on the bench, people automatically like, well, he must be doing something. He must be doing something. So trust me, I don't have fun repeating that same phrase, yes, I'm natty, 37 times a night. Is it a compliment the first like 19 times? Sure. But at a certain point, it becomes kind of monotonous to repeat it. I'll say the top 5 questions I get every night is, am I on gear? How tall are you? What's your body weight? How old are you? And why aren't you going to failure? Like those are my top 5 questions every night. It does, it does. I think at some point we'll get less of those questions as the stream gets bigger and bigger. But and here's the thing, I don't mind questions, guys, at all. That was more just to answer the question I received. I don't mind answering questions, but have you ever seen me like not answer someone about my height and my body weight and whether or not I'm natty? Once in a while I skip one of those comments. Cool. All right. But I do my best. I do my best to answer everybody's questions. I do. So. All right, let's grab this. What's up, Popo? For those of you that don't know, that is Rich Guy. That is Rich Guy. Undercover. Dairy is my go-to, Joshua. My go-to food for when I'm trying to budget my calories is going to be dairy for me. It's just an inexpensive way to pump calories in. Dairy, of course, rice and potatoes are a good carbohydrate. Bananas are a top-tier carbohydrate. Cost-wise, bananas are super cheap. As long as you don't have food allergies. That's my go-to. I don't know about you and your food preferences and if you have any allergies or anything. Bananas, potatoes, rice are my go-tos for my carbohydrates, cheap. And then dairy as far as proteins, Greek yogurts and stuff. You know, go to the right store, you can get Greek yogurt for 50 cents a container, right? For those little self-serve, like single-serve containers. You get those for 50 cents a shot. So, I appreciate it, Techno. A lot of milk, Jay Slice, a lot of milk. But yeah, dairy is always going to be my answer to that question. Dairy is my cost-effective calorie, right? So whole milk and Greek yogurt. So cheese a little bit less cost-effective. I recommend, for my program, I have carbs added in all the time. I'm constantly eating carbs. Bananas are something I eat before my workout at least like 2 or 3 times a week. Right now I'm using honey, but I alternate it. So some weeks I use honey, some weeks I use bananas, some weeks I use like diced fruit, oranges sometimes, but always gonna have some kind of really quick fueling carbohydrate before my workouts. So right now I'm just squirting honey in my face right before the workout. So I only get natural sugars. Like 99%. Now there is like that one or 2 grams residual that you're going to have in some of your bread products, like my organic breads, to basically help activate the yeast. They still use a little bit of sugar, but that's something you're going to have a hard time avoiding. But other than that little bit in my bread, and I only have like whole grain bread, organic whole grain bread, like a couple times a week as my carbohydrate for the morning. Only do that a couple times a week, but it's usually like 1 gram, 2 grams. So very negligible amount. My hair color is brown. I have brown hair, guys. This is brown. This is red. This is brown. The top of my head is brown. I've done raw oatmeal before. I think the general consensus is you're not supposed to eat raw oatmeal. I think there's some like health risks involved as far as like cooking to get rid of bacteria. I don't want to say 100% on that. Me personally, I don't eat raw oatmeal. Digestibility is another thing. Can't really make a recommendation on that, unfortunately. But as far as putting it in a blender, will it blend? Probably. All right, let's get a double here, guys. Let's get a double here, and then we'll move to the next thing. We got triceps after this, and then rear delts, of course. So. Whee! Add some more weight. What's that? I've been lifting for 5 years. We did. We got the 600-pound rack pull, actually. We did. We got it that night. It's my only platform I go live, yes. We did bench tonight. We did went to 350 night. Tomorrow is PR attempt is what the plan is currently. I'm gonna be here about 9 o'clock tomorrow. 9 o'clock tomorrow. Usually Wednesdays are relaxed here. There's not a lot of people, so I'm thinking we'll be able to get in here and not be too bothered. Wednesdays and Thursdays are usually lighter in here, so people have already gotten over their beginning of the week a burst of inspiration for the gym, and by Wednesday, Thursday, they're prepping for the weekend. So it's usually how it goes down. Usually everybody's super ready for the gym Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday rolls around. They're like, oh no, man, I'm gonna take a rest day. This is fair. I don't care. All right. Gives me an open gym, right? So, all right, let's go. One more rep here, guys. One more rep here. Easy work. Easy work. We're gonna drop this probably for our next set. For tomorrow, we'll probably go lower on this. Maybe Thursday, we'll drop this and go a little bit lower. We've been doing the higher pulls for a while now, and I kind of want to move it down one and go a little lower on the pull. It'll be fun. It'll change the lift a little bit. We'll hit a little bit more like mid back. So I squat very often, Mark. I squat very often. I am not a fan of tofu either, as well, by the way. No tofu for me. I don't eat any soy. I don't eat any soy. Monday and Tuesday is always the busiest day. I usually squat and deadlift on different days, personally. I always bench first. I always bench first. 6 days a week, we do a full body. Bench is a 6 day a week item for me. Bench is 6 days a week for me. I feel like, what are we? Oh, we're going to do shoulders, guys. We're going to do shoulders. I knew I was forgetting something. I always get so distracted. We should have done shoulders, not rows. It should have been shoulders, then rows. But we're going to do, we'll do this and then shoulders, because shoulders are usually a little bit heavier than this. So we'll just do 3 quick sets here. Full body 6 day a week. Full body 6 day a week is my split. Heavy full body 6 day a week. We do a heavy full body every single day except Sunday. Sunday is rest day. I'm doing very well, Monty. I'm okay. I appreciate it though. I'm hitting all the goals I'm setting out to hit, all right? I'm hitting them and I'm hitting them efficiently. You've got the wrong sport here, bud. I'm a power lifter, Monty. I am a power lifter. It's a whole different gig. Monty's just hating a little bit. It's all right. It's all right. Because we're not doing the thing he's doing, and we're doing better than he thinks we should be doing, he's gonna hate a little bit. It's all right. Form is great. I can do this in any form. There's not a form. Hold on. Straight up and down. Should I do a little crouch backwards with it? Should I do it to the left? What about the right? Take it back now, y'all. I'm doing okay, Monty. I promise I'm doing A-okay. A-okay. This will not damage your back, Aaron. You are very incorrect. That is not even close to a problem with this. You're going to have to work on that advice, Aaron. I have an odd feeling you don't know what you're talking about. It's 12 o'clock. That's usually how it goes. Ugh. 12 o'clock is when the trolls roll in, right? I'm doing all right, Aaron. Aaron, what's your bench? What's your bench currently, since we're talking about tricep movements and form right now? This is a tricep. The idea behind this is tricep. So what's your bench currently, Aaron? Is that kilos, Aaron, or is that pounds? Either way, 180's respectable. I won't disrespect it, but is it kilo or pounds? I saw Mark's compliment. I appreciate it, Mark. I am natural. I'm 100% natty. I told you every night. Then why are you in here telling me how to fix my form if you're not a lifter? Explain your thought process. Explain your thought process. What is the thought process behind that? So I bench 365 pounds currently at 178 pounds natural, over double my body weight. I think my tricep extensions are fine. In fact, your bench is my shoulder press warm up. So when he's giving bad information, that's the problem. Soleil, that's the problem. How many pull-ups can I do? I don't know, like 30 probably. I'm pretty good at pull-ups. All right, I'll see you in a bit, Mossberg. Appreciate your help. No, it's confirmed. We did it on stream, actually. All right, let's move this one out of the way. You're gonna have to try harder, Aaron. You're gonna try harder. I am a professional lifter. Just a heads up. Just a heads up. I do get paid to lift. Not even talk about the stream. I get paid to lift. I have a gym that pays me to do this in competition. My stamina is great. I think. What was the last thing we did that was a stamina-based movement? Was it the push-ups for 197? Was that it? Not in one set, mind you, but pretty quick. We had like a 30-second rest a few times, but. But I think right now, was it 60 and 60 seconds push-ups right now? 60 and 60 seconds. All right, we're going to do some shoulder press. We're going to start out with 65 pounds and move up. Good luck, rich guy. Good luck. All right. Hopefully you don't need luck. All right. All right, 65 for the first set for 7. Did we do dumbbell yesterday? We did dumbbell yesterday. We're doing barbell tonight. I'm losing my mind. It's barbell tonight. Look at that. Barbell tonight. My bad. We're gonna do barbell. Hey, we'll put a. Appreciate it, Shannon. We're gonna overhead press. We definitely did not do barbell yesterday. We did dumbbell yesterday. I'm very sure. I'm 100% sure this time. We're gonna do barbell shoulder real quick. We're gonna throw Aaron's bench press PR on it and do it for reps. So. I appreciate you stopping in here, so appreciate it. I definitely didn't do kettlebell. I can assure you it wasn't kettlebell. I forget things, but I'm not forgetting that. Our kettlebells don't get heavy enough to do kettlebell here, so. I'm okay on the cardio end, Aaron. I'm okay on the cardio end. All right. All right. We got 135 for the warm-up, guys. So, you know what? We'll warm up. Let's warm up with 180. Who wants to warm up with his PR? All right, let's warm up with this PR real quick. We'll toss 180 on here. All right. $35, $45, $55, $65, $75, 2.5s make 80. We're going to do his warm-up for cardio work. Hold on. We're going to do his warm-up. They're going to use it for cardio work real quick. Or use his PR for cardio work real quick. Man. Like 230 something, 240. I can do it standing, yes, Gilbert. We're doing seated tonight, though. It's cardio anytime you go over 7 reps, Aaron. That's how it works here. All right. Nice light warm up here, 180, 180. Seven, one more makes cardio. Ugh. I did say that, Randall. I did say that. You don't come in here talking crap, Brad. I'm allowed to talk back. I'm allowed to talk crap back. It is allowed. Especially when someone comes in here and give bad advice in the stream chat. We don't allow bad advice in my stream chat. Oh, Lord. I tried to give him an out. I left him alone. I told him his 180, it's a respectable lift. But that's not what we were going for here, and he decided to double down. That's on him. It's advice it's not an opinion when you're saying something's incorrect. You must be very young, Aaron, I imagine. You must be very young. So. Yeah, the safety bars, I don't have to worry about the rack-to-rack portion of this. I can just focus on moving as much weight as possible. It's awesome. Yes, Tristan. I've done ring dips. I've tried ring dips before. They're not terrible. No new predictions. I stick by what I say, Random. I think we're definitely, we got more in the tank than our current PR for sure. We just got to have a spotter to test. We'll find out, Random. I stay by what I say. That'd be a fun time. That would be a fun time. 315 overhead. Definitely something we're going to do at some point, right? So it's not a primary focus, but it's definitely there. It's definitely in the back of the mind at all times, right? So all right, 225 overhead real quick. We'll grab this for 2 to 3 reps. It seems Aaron may have left the chat. He hasn't spoken since we put the 180 on the bar. So. Leg day every day. Leg day every day. Let's go. Ah. 225 for 3. Ooh, that last one got a little spicy, but we made it. That was not a PR. We might go for one. If I knew I was gonna hit 3 of those, I would have thrown extra weight on it, to be honest. But we might go for it. We might go for it. What is the PR in this? 1 Gilbert. That was definitely a 1. No, easy work, light work, no reaction. Is that how it goes? We've done this standing. We've done this standing before with a small push, but all right, let's add some weight. We're also going to plug my laptop in. I'll be right back. Plug the laptop in, add some weight. I'm going to have to move the laptop too, it looks like. Scooch it this way just a little bit. A little bit more. I guess it's going to have to go to the side here, guys. Hold on. All right, we'll put it right here so I can kind of view it. All right. 225. I want to say 230 is the most we've ever hit on this. Maybe 235. Well, let's go 230. See how it feels. Let's just add. Let's go 230. See how it feels, and we'll slowly go up. We'll slowly climb. You can flat bench in here. I don't like it a lot because these like notches here are kind of either a little too low or a little too high. So it's not my personal gym, no. You can definitely flat bench in here, worst case scenario, but it's not ideal. You're either a little too low or a little too high and having to like overextend, or you're having to like do half a rep before you as you're deracking it. So it's not ideal. I've done it in the past when the bench was taken, before we started streaming daily. So I've done it when the bench was in use to warm up before. It's just not a fun time. Yeah, if it was the right height, at the right adjustments, I would 100% would do it. So my wood splitting coordination. I still have not invested in a wood splitting axe. That was more the issue than anything. I've been informed that I had the improper tools. So the improper tools is what I was informed a lot. You guys made sure I understood that when I was splitting wood, I had the wrong axe and that I needed to invest in a wood splitting axe. We still did it. It just wasn't pretty. Yeah, I mean, we got it done, right? We just had to muscle through it. We got it done. We just had to muscle through it a little bit. No, YG, that's not what we're going to do. I'm all good. I appreciate it, though. It's powerlifting. It's strength-based. If you ever see someone overhead pressing like more than 185, 200, 225, it's not always a rule of thumb, but if you see someone that's lifting a weight, you're like, man, that's a solid press overhead or bench or whatever else, and it seems like an excessive amount, but they're doing it pretty clean. Even for singles, you could probably safely assume they're doing it on purpose. Whether or not it's the right thing to do is a question, right, for what they're attempting to do, but then you'd have to ask them, right? But you can assume they know what they're doing, at least, to some extent. Yeah, we're doing 235 here. Yeah, there's always going to be a lot of single reps in a powerlifting stream. So, always going to be a lot of singles. It makes sense. It's in the name. All right, let's grab it. All right, 235. That's up to you. If I was finishing out for the night, usually my last movement is always calisthenics, on the stream at least, action. So, all right, 235. Glutes left the bench, guys. I had to call it. Glutes left the bench. It wasn't fair. We're going to try it again. I might have been able to eke it out, but the glutes were off the bench at that point. It didn't count. We put it back down so we can get another attempt at it. I didn't want to cheat it. 235 is great, but I want my glutes left the bench. Too much leg drive. Head has to stay against the bench, yes. So if my bench, it's the shortest. Generally, everybody thinks shortest range is going to be straight up and down, right? But if you're benching properly, you have a slight push away from your body, right? So it's slightly out away at an angle, and then rolling back to rack, right? Because you should be coming down to like lower pectoral area. You don't want to be coming down at your upper pec. You're putting yourself in a bad position. Lower pec is where you should be landing with the bar, and then pushing slightly away, just ever so slightly, and then rolling back. We're going to try again. I put a lot into that last one, so we'll see how it goes, but we're going to definitely get a second attempt at it. All right. Everybody likes to see the dips. Look, as long as we're under if we're under 50 dips, I could probably get them done in like 1, maybe 2 sets tops. So that'll make my life really easy. If you guys want to make my life easy, that's fine. But I'm good for like 40 dips, I could probably get 40 to 50 dips in a set. So, whoa. A little bit of milk before we start this. We about to go at it. Oh. Hmm. 45 plus 45 equals 135, Ben. Your math's a little off. You're forgetting to carry the 2. All right. $45 plus 45 equals 135. 90 plus 90 equals 225. It's gym math, gym math. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. One more attempt at this, 235. I'm glad we're about to make a second attempt at this. It fought us on the last one. Oh, I did not mean to raise it that high. I fought us on the last one, guys. But we're gonna go at it. We're gonna go at it. Let's go. Dang it. Ah, it's so close. It's so close. Ah, I just need the lockout. I just need the lockout. Ah. Ah. One more attempt. One more attempt. One more attempt, right? Let's go. Give me a minute. $235. It's fighting me, guys. It's fighting me. We've hit it once. We've only ever hit 235 once, and that was like a week ago. This is current PR, I believe. So, and it was a dirty rep, if I remember correctly. Ah. We got to get this up to our bench. We got to get this to 365, right? So. No, we did reps last night, PZ, with the dumbbells. With the dumbbells. We actually, what did we hit? 100 for 3 last night? Was it 100 pounds for 3 on the dumbbells? We did the 100-pound dumbbells for 3, wasn't that it? I'm doing fine, Jamal. I'm doing fine. You should. There's a time and a place to lift, to a point where it's a struggle, right? The struggle reps are what get you to the next rep, right? No, Jamal. We're powerlifting, Jamal. Powerlifting. Didn't you just say you don't go to the gym? I remember you saying just a little while ago that you don't go lift. So. I remember very recently you saying you don't even go to the gym in the chat. I remember seeing that, Jamal. So. Lifting's good for you. Lifting's good for you. That's why. That doesn't stop you from lifting at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Why would that stop you from lifting? You literally said it earlier that you don't go to the gym, that you want to lift but you don't go because you get distracted. You're gonna have to try harder, Jamal. All right, the chat has receipts. All right, the chat has receipts. I pay attention to my chat. Welcome. All right, one more attempt here. Let's go! Ah! Ah! Oh! just needed to get the mind right. Ah! Told you I was gonna get it. Told you I was gonna get it. Ah! I'm not mad. I never get mad. I'm not an angry person. It would take a lot to get me upset. We're gonna add 5 more pounds. I have a feeling that we're gonna hit a PR tonight, so let's go. I'm gonna add 5 more pounds. Appreciate it, Saray. All right. Woo-wee. We always have a small arch, Ben. We always have a small arch. As long as the glutes stay attached, we're good. Always going to be a small arch. It's ideal. Anytime you're pressing a small, and it's on this, it's a very small arch. It's very minute. On the bench, it's slightly more. You don't want to put that pressure down into the center of your back, obviously, so your arch needs to be slightly less. But you should be pushing your glutes into the bench, which is naturally going to create a very, very slight, not even enough to get your hand underneath. But when you start pressing from here, right, you're going to have maybe like this much space between your back and the bench. For me, for what I'm doing. You can stay flat back on it, but make sure if you're staying completely flat back, that your head does not move. Because if you're completely flat back and your head moves forward, you're gonna have a really bad day. You're gonna have some pain. That is a very common way to get injured while shoulder pressing. On any shoulder press machine, you let your head leave the front while you're sitting here and you're flat backed, you're gonna have a bad day. We never skip leg day. Is that right, James? It's troll time. It's troll time, isn't it, guys? James is in here. He's upset that I've got his bench on the bar currently. So, six days a week. Bryn is not Brittany, no. Right now we're at like what is we're at 37-ish, 36, 37 dips right now, guys. So all right, let's get one more sip of this milk and we're gonna get this PR, guys. All right. Yeah, powerlifter is the gig, James. Powerlifter is the gig. It's what I do for a living. 240. This is a PR. This will be a single PR. So let's get it. I don't know what came over me that I want to do 5 pounds more when we struggled with the last one, but. Oh, scoot that a little bit. Let's go. 240, new PR. Let's go. $245. Guys, at some point it's going to stop moving, right? No way, Random. Slam weights means they weigh something, James. What's your bench PR, James? What's your shoulder press PR, James? These are questions we need answered. Questions we need answered. I don't know if you're used to chat, so we kind of just let you troll unabated. But we asked the tough questions here, James. What's your bench PR? What's your bench PR, James? That's the real question we all want to know right now. Felt good, yeah, didn't it? Yeah. Hold on, we're going to moderate just a little bit. Give me a second. Yeah. What's your bench PR, James? I am Natty, yes, Marcos. I'm going to moderate just a little bit, guys. Workouts for women and men are generally the same. It just depends on your goals. If you're trying to get big, it's going to be generally the same types of movement, right? So, just might be different, different weights. Right. Because it's a lifting stream hobble, and they get upset. I didn't even block Jamal. Jamal, you would have to try a lot harder to get blocked on this stream. I've had a lot worse things said to me, all right? Let's see. All right. 235, 245, guys. 245. All right, 245. Yes, James, that's called powerlifting. That's called powerlifting. All right. James is trying to be a troll, but he's not doing very good. Not very good. They didn't have my Fairlife at the store, Mark. I addressed that during the bench portion, but you were late. So we're gonna put the feet down random. Don't worry, they're gonna go back down on the floor for this one. It is definitely a shoulder press. Incline would have to be at least one more back to even start being considered an incline press. But I guess that's perspective. It might just be the angle you're seeing it at, but I am nearly 90 degrees. So, no, I've never really had any shoulder injuries. All right. Oh, let me speed this up. There we go. That one's going to fight us, but I think it's doable. That one's going to fight us, though. We might call it for the night on this one. I think I'm spent. It's doable, but I think we put all the energy we're going to have on shoulders into those last couple of attempts. But we did hit a PR tonight. But I think we spent the shoulder energy we're going to have for the night already. That didn't feel super heavy, but I immediately felt it stop at about like 4 to 5 inches, like 2 to 3 inches off the bar, and it immediately stopped. We might try it one more time. You're incorrect, James. That is not how you get the gains I'm looking for. I knew that this was probably an overshoot by a couple of trying this after a 240, but you know, what's the worst that happens, right? What's the worst that happens? We'll try it one more time. I didn't spend a ton of energy on that lift. 240 was butter. That's why I put it on here in the first place, Michael. So 240 was butter. You know what? My friends would be a lot better at trolling. I promise. My friends would be a lot better at trolling. They would also probably get like globally muted by YouTube. Some of the things my friends say can be kind of wild. All right, so I wouldn't even have to mute them. The stuff that gets said to me in person by people I consider really good friends is definitely way more wild than what gets said in the stream, all right? Even the stuff my family says to each other is way more wild. We just PR'd, yes. So. Not tonight. I think 240 was the cap for the night. 245 ain't moving real good. I want it. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna get this week. I think we'll do this one more time this week, and we'll go straight to this rather than 225, 230, 235, 240, 245. I'll be 178. This is 245, Robert. 245. 245. I don't want the 2.5 to like hit me in the face, all right? I am natty, yes. We just hit 240 on this tonight. So, I weigh 178. We hit 240 on this overhead press tonight. So. I am 178, 5'11" currently. 178, 5'11". James is kind of slow on his trolls here. I think it's the Cheeto dust he has to knock off his fingers before he types. So I think it's the Cheeto dust he has to knock off his fingers before he types. 5 years I've been lifting. So it 100% is 245. So here, let me give you a little math lesson. Are you ready, Robert? Are you ready? So 2 plates on a bench equals 225 plus a 10 on each side is 245. I'm 30 years old. James, you still haven't told us your bench. Still haven't told us your bench, James. All right, we're going to do rear delts. We're going to start with 55 and work our way up. That's good work, Mark. That's good work. My bench is 365 pounds currently, James. 365 pounds is my bench currently. How do you want me to prove I'm 30? What do you mean? Without showing an ID, how do I prove I'm 30? You want me to send off a DNA test? What do you mean? I'll throw all the weights, yeah. 100% Robert, I bench 365. It's a confirmed lift. It's a confirmed lift. It's clipped on my channel, actually, Robert. We already benched tonight. Went to 350 tonight, Robert. You can scroll back in the stream to the beginning. I did 350 tonight, so obviously it wasn't a PR night, but I have my PR on the channel. You can go look up it's my intro video to the channel if you want to see it, Robert. So it's literally my intro video for the channel, 365. So. Yeah, I'm not concerned about James. Appreciate it, Beetle. BB? My eyes are bad. BB, that's BB. I saw you earlier. You've been talking all night. I appreciate you being here. For some reason, it looked like beetles from here. Ugh. Everybody goes back to Bryn when they get tired of the chat, right? Look for some calm in the storm, right? Bryn's overhead press is at least 315, so I'm just trying to catch up with Bryn, guys. I'm just trying to catch up with Bryn. Yes, it's powerlifting. We're not doing this science-based, super controlled every single rep. We're about strength. We're using our explosive work. Explosive work. That's the best way to explain it. You guys must be new to lifting. We don't do sets of 15. It's not bodybuilding, James. Yeah. Is it in question that I'm 30? Why are we questioning if I'm 30? I do not have scoliosis. Lord Thunder. Why are we questioning if I'm 30 years old? Why would I lie about being 30? What do I gain? I have kids that are probably older than James, to be honest. So... I'm doing well, Patrick. How you doing? All right. I have three children. I'm a fake 30-year-old. I've been accused of a lot of things, but never been accused of faking my age. I'm 5'11". Vlog, you've been trying to troll this whole time. You're not doing a good job. You have to work harder. I would hope that James isn't an adult with the amount of time he's spent trolling here. So... with the amount of time James has spent trolling here, I would hope he's not an adult. So that'd be very sad. Paper mache, yeah. Paper mache weights. I didn't say form didn't matter. I said there's a different form. What is your name? Happy? There's a different form. It's different movements. Some are more explosive than others. You're going to have to do a lot hard. You're going to have to do a lot more research before you come in trying to give advice. It happens a lot, Strange. It happens a lot. People get upset. I bench 365 currently. 365 is my bench. I'm natty. I weigh 178. I'm 5'11", 30 years old, and I bench 365. There. I know it's ridiculous to make up my age and height. Why would I lie about being 30 years old? What do I gain? What do I gain? Don't people usually lie about being younger? Isn't that usually the gig? For powerlifting, a PR would be considered a single rep, yes. Yeah, I'm very much married, so regardless of it. Yeah, as the title, my stats are just going to be the title from now on. He's a bad troll, too. He's not even good at it. 100 pound. Woo-wee! I've never been on a TV show. It's not a private gym. I manage this gym. I'm the head strength coach. Head strength coach. Mossberg's 23, 7'3", 30-inch biceps. Ooh. Pretty sure those are his stats current. Those are good accessories, yes, Simon. Those are Mossberg's official stats. Those are Mossberg's official stats. It's a dragon. I have a dragon on my arm. What's up, One Up? I'm just surprised Mossberg still fits in his Camaro, all right? After you've hit 7 foot, you know, after you've hit 7 foot, fitting in a Camaro is tough. It's for rear delt, CJ. All right, let's cut this light on, guys. Sunroof. It's Canon. He just drives around with the sunroof open. Starting the lawnmower. Lawnmower pulls. 100%. I will tell you right now, I am top tier at starting the lawnmower. All right? I am top tier. There's not a lawnmower in the world that I can't start. All right? Doesn't even need gas. So, I'm doing fine, Grambo. I'm doing fine. As long as my bench keeps increasing, I'm gonna be just fine, Grando. or bench, deadlift, squat, all those numbers, you know. As long as those keep increasing, we're happy. Oh yeah, we're drinking milk right now. I don't even need a cord. I just look at the lawnmower and it cuts on. They tend to increase. I don't know. They keep going up, Grambo. I'm going to have to reread my book on how things work in the world. But when the lifts get heavier, that means they're going up, typically. I don't remember my first squat or my first deadlift. I'm going to be honest. I think 135 might have been the first time I ever deadlift, but I wasn't. It was very dirty, and I wasn't doing it immediately. It's not something I was training specifically. But my first bench PR ever 5 years ago was 70 pounds. 70 pounds 5 years ago was my bench PR. I was 117 pound body weight. Now I'm 178, and my bench PR is 365 currently. So I'm doing fine, Grambo. I'm doing fine. I promise. I'm doing fine, Grambo. I'm doing fine. No, Thunderlord. And the milk. Someone said something about the milk. 100 pounds. I honestly have no idea. It's just like sterling silver. So they didn't have the Fairlife at the store today. That's what I was gonna say. They didn't have Fairlife at the store today, so we ended up with this. Yeah, we drink milk every workout. It's usually 1.5 liters of Fairlife, but this is the only thing they had in like a reasonable portion size, right? So this was the portion size for the workout today. It's like 4 servings. So. Do I drink water? Yes. But milk is also hydrating. All right, so let's figure this out. We've got 37 dips to do, guys. That's like one set. You guys made it easy on me tonight. It was 4 dips for every $1 super chatted. We got 37 dips. That's like one set. We're going to burn those up. So we're going to burn those up. Milk is top tier. Milk is top tier. All right, 37 dips. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. I rounded up, Bryn. I'm making it harder. All right? I'm making it harder. It's actually 36, but I like the number 7, and therefore I made it 37 instead. So I always add 1, so I'm not 1 low. I don't want anybody saying, well, you're a 1, you missed 1, you know? But all right. I always go one more than 1 less. It just seemed too easy. 36 is not a hard number for me. Round up to 40. 36 is not a lot of dips. So not for what I usually do, at least. It's a respectable number if that's what you're doing, but it's not a lot for my dip routine typically. That would be much appreciated, Rosalina, and we would do dips until the night was over. We would do dips until the night was over, Rosalina. It's like 4,000 dips. I would never go home. I would never go home. I would get every dip in at some point, though. We would get it done at some point, 100%. I would do dips every day until we reach that number, all right? Until my arms fall off, right? 37 dips. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Easy work. Easy work. It's a lot of fatigue. It is a lot of fatigue. I don't think it's actually going to happen, Ben, but I am a man of my word. We would eventually get the 4,000 done. Uh, 37 easy dips, guys. 37 easy dips tonight. Yeah, that's what I'm drinking, whole milk. $5.11, Steve, $5.11. We have advice on the channel. We're not missing 2 dips. I counted out loud. I round up to 6, 7, yeah. I'm good, Grambo. There's no reason to go lower on that dip. It's actually your risk of injury is a lot higher, and your actual additional growth is negligible there. So, Grambo, just a heads up, I am like a professional strength coach. So, I do this for a living. Not only do I lift for a living, but I also coach for a living. So we're about to do some leg exercise. We're just taking a quick rest. We'll always do legs at the end. So we're going to do probably quads here in a second. $6,040 is a lot of dips. You have much high. What's your body weight and your bench, Grambo? What's your body weight and your bench currently? It's always a competition, right? What is it? Let's do some rough math, Grambo. I'll call you on that. Do you have a channel? I'd love to pull it up. I'd love to pull up your list, Grambo. What's your PR on the bench currently, Grambo? Man, people respond so slow. You have it on your channel, Grambo, currently? You do it for a living, so you're a power lifter or are you a bodybuilder? Are you a power lifter or a bodybuilder? What's your sport of choice, Grambo? So you competed then? You competed? Who'd you compete with? And at what meet? What meet did you hit that number? Or what's your heaviest lift in a meet? Maybe you didn't do that in a meet. I understand how that works. Did you compete at an actual competition that's like verifiable, Grambo? Do you have a verifiable lift? Even close to that number? Do you have that on video or like in comp? Because at 180, 485 would be world record numbers. That'd be close to world record numbers, Grambo. Closing in on world record numbers. It might not be the world record, but it's very close. Let me grab my laptop. We'll do some verifications real quick. So a lot of people don't realize you can verify these things when they claim it, right? So there's a database of powerlifting meets, right? That encompasses pretty much every single federation that exists, right? Including ones that do military meets, right? So we're gonna go ahead, I don't know what that means, profix. I don't drink. All right. Was that raw lifting? Is that raw lifting, Grambo? All right, we'll pull you up. We'll see. If you're telling the truth, it'll be in here. So. Like I said, I don't say anybody's lying until... All right. You said at 180, correct? 180, you hit a $100. That's 485. 485 at 180. All right, let's pull it. Let's pull the numbers here. Let's see if we can find you. I'm not going to ask for your name yet. I'm going to look up who's done that, right? And then we'll figure it out from there. We'll figure it out from there. So currently, that would put you in the top all-time powerlifters, every single federation included. That would put you in the top, hold on. What was that number one more time? Let me double check myself before I say things. 485 at that body weight would put you in, for your body weight, you would be in the top 50 lifters of all time in any federation, tested or untested. All right? All federations. All right? In fully tested federations, if that's fully tested, you would be in the top 25 lifters of all time at that body weight. Top 25 of all time at that body weight. So what's your name? I'll see if I can find you here. I would love to see your name here. If you're telling me the truth, I will admit that you're lifting heavy. So that's top 25 in tested federations, which if it's a military federation, it's tested. So what's your name? What's your name? Because I've got the 25 lifters that have done that. I've got the 25 lifters that have done that. What's your name, Granbo? Give me your name. I want to give credit if it's credit, but I don't want you to sit here and lie either. I don't know your name. I'm looking at the name, Granbo. I'm trying to be nice and give you credit if it's due. I verify things before I do that though, because I'm not going to sit here and like give you all this, praise if it's not true. I've got to know if it's true. JT in the top 25. There's not a single person with the initials JT, Grambo. There's not a single person with even the first name with the J. I understand that. There's no JT here. I have the full powerlifting database for all federations pulled up, Grambo. This is the official database. They would be included. They would be included. It's been going since like the 80s, 70s, when internet started. It has all the way back to like the 80s. I don't know how long it's been a website, but the website tracks all the way back to like the 80s, Grambo. You can send me the link, yeah? Like I'm looking at a lift right now from 97, 94, 1990. I'm legitimately trying to verify it, but they have records going that far back, Grambo. The records go that far back. Powerlifting federations keep records. So give me the link. I will 100% give you credit, but I have to see it. That's a big claim. To be claiming to be within the top 25 lifters of all time, and you're in my stream, that would be awesome. In your weight class, obviously. But top 25 of all time in your weight class, and you're hanging out in my stream. That's awesome, but I want to verify it before I give you that credit. All right. I was gonna say I think the internet's been around a while, but I don't know if that site's been around that long, right? I don't know if Open Powerlifting's been around that long, but I'm gonna go start doing my quads, and if he sends the link, I'll pull it up. If he sends the link, I'll pull it up. So, but I'm gonna go do my thing. I want to give him credit, but I can't do that until I have a verification. And I'm hoping he wouldn't lie. He might not. I don't think he's lying about the military thing. That would be awful. But I'm hoping he wouldn't lie for the attention in the stream. But I want to give. I want to give credit where credit's due, but. I mean, I even pulled up the joint pace stuff, and I didn't see it there either. So, I am legitimately trying to be nice here about it, like to be nice and just give him credit. But I'm not going to give credit without proof. So, we're going to do quads. I'll wait for the link. If he proves it, I'll give him credit for it. I don't mind that. There's people that are benching that. It's just very rare. Extraordinarily rare. But. We get a lot of big claims in here. We had someone come in here and claim they were overhead pressing 405 at like 115 pounds body weight or some crazy number. So. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on until he proves it. I'm not gonna say it's impossible. It's possible. I will be legitimately impressed if he proves it. So that doesn't mean his advice was any better, but it would be impressive. I will give him credit. It would be impressive. I will 100% give him credit on that. Doesn't mean I'm gonna take his advice on the dips, but it just means that it would be an impressive lift. I agree. It's always odd when people come in and they're claiming to be in like the top, 10, top 20, top 30, top 50 even lifters in a weight class, but they won't give their name. If you're in that level of lifting, your name is out there. People know at least a little bit about you. Someone knows who you are. Most of them, if it's an older lift, sometimes they didn't do social media, and I understand that. So. But I'm not going to say he's lying until he doesn't prove it, right? So I don't ever really target forums by themselves, but I do things that compound with it. So we'll see if he comes back. I always drink the milk once it's gone warm. I take creatine and pre-workout. I knew that one, Ben, actually. I knew that one. Bench. Bench is my favorite lift, CJ. I'm giving him a chance. Brent is correct. We're going to give him a chance to come back and give us the link. He says he has a link. I'm giving him a chance to prove it. I will not sit there and say it's impossible because I believe it's possible. The numbers have happened in the past. I just couldn't verify it. And I understand not wanting to give your name to some extent, but it's odd, but it makes some sense, right? So it makes some sense. I try not to be mean in this stream to the best of my ability, and I try not to assume people are lying. Do I get burned a lot on that? Yes. I always try and assume people are being truthful. Sometimes I get burned in the stream for that. But I verify. I trust but verify. That's my setup, right? Trust but verify. So it's all good, Mosper. It's understandable for the people that are regulars in the stream. I'm at Barbell's Gym, Elgin. We do have a boxing setup if you ever want to come out here and hit the bag. It's a great bag. I don't drink soda, Jacob. But it's understandable if you've been in the stream for a while here, we get a lot of outlandish claims, and some of them that we've been able to immediately write off. We had a guy come in here and claim that he was, his shoulder press was literally like 100 pounds over what the world record for his weight class was. But he had no proof of it. He's like, I don't record myself, but my shoulder press is world record. So I get told to arm wrestle often, but I believe you're training at 65. I know boxers that older people that train boxing older than that. I know powerlifters that are in their 80s and 90s. I don't distrust that you're 65 years old. So I know powerlifters that are lifting into their 90s. So we got a lot of people waiting on that. I'm going to give them till the end of the stream. I'm not going to say anything until we go to close up the stream. So. Right now, 385 is the heaviest I've done comfortably. Depth, probably could hit a little bit less than that to depth right now. 400 we're closing in on it. I need to get a spot for a squat and try 490 here soon. Or 390, not 490. We're not in the fours yet. Not claiming fours yet. I want 405 very soon. 400 needs to be done. Squat is definitely my worst of the three lifts, but that's because I was a bench and deadlift specialist for years. So we only added squat recently. Admittedly, squat is my worst lift of the three. So. It's admittedly my worst lift of the three. I don't know why John wants to box me. No, I got you. I got you, Brent. I got you, Brent. I 100% agree. I always assume people are being truthful, and then I verify. Once you lose that trust with me, though, it's hard to get it back. You know, so I assume you're being truthful, but if I can verify someone's lying to me, then it breaks that cycle, you know. So when I was specializing in bench and deadlift, guys, I only squatted to like 225 for a long time. I would do 225 for 7 a couple times here and there a week, right? Sometimes not even twice a week, sometimes once a week I would squat, just to maintain being able to squat properly. But that was when I wasn't focusing on squat for my competition, right? It was all about bench and deadlift. And obviously my bench is great, right? For most people's perspective. 365 currently, I weigh 178. But for most people's perspective, my bench is pretty good, right? So, but my squat did suffer because of that. But mind you, in a year-ish time, I went from a 225 squat comfortably to like high threes once I started focusing in on it. So, I can do a lot of pull-ups. I always say like mid-20s to 30 range. So, definitely not 183 PZ. We're actively trying to get over 180 right now, PZ. I would definitely let you guys know if I was passing 180. I am natural. So. What's that, random? I can do 30 pull-ups. I'm pretty good at pull-ups, random. If you've seen my pull-ups over the over the past like few months that I'm streaming, I'm pretty good at pull-ups. I don't like them, but I'm pretty good at them. And the form's like gonna stay decent. It's not gonna be absolutely strict the entire 30, but I mean, we're not gonna kip them and we're not gonna cheat them. It'll be a full pull-up. It just won't be as pretty for every one of them. I mean, I never said I was gonna have perfect form for 30. I just said it will be a pull-up for 30. It'll be a good pull-up. It won't be bad form. So. We'll probably do pull-ups this week, Coco. Probably do pull-ups this week. You gotta realize body weight ratio helps a lot. Strength to body weight ratio helps a lot on pull-ups. So it helps a lot. We'll do one more set here, and then we'll go chat a little bit more, guys. Yeah, and I don't do like a lot of repetitious work often like that. I don't do like 30 pull-ups at a time for how many push-ups in one set, CJ? I've done like 60 and some change in 60 seconds before. I think that's the most I've ever done in 60 seconds was 60 and 60. It might have been 59 and 60. It was like a push-up a second. We've done 60 and 60 seconds, and I think I've done like 70 in a set. But generally, I'm good for like 30 to 40 as an easy set. But we've done over 1,000 push-ups in a single stream before, so I could definitely do 5,000 in a day. He never came back, not yet at least. Actually, I find the pull-up bar easier. I like the pull-up bar more. The dip machine, it's an odd angle. It's just not as fun. I like the pull-up bar. I actually like the pull-up bar. So that makes it easier on me, to be honest. So the only one I find easier than that is the narrow grip. That one's a little bit easier for me, but I find that narrow grip is just so nice. Just so nice. Just, I guess it depends on where you're the strongest, right? So. I'll 1v1 the gorilla today. Let's go. I've already been asked that question a couple times tonight. I'll 1v1 the gorilla tonight. As long as I get the jump on him, we got it. Choke him out. 100%. Gorilla will never see me before it's too late. All right. I've got the gym cleaner beat on the bench. I want to 1v1 in it totally on the bench. I've got him beat on the bench. He's got me on the squat, but I've got him on the bench. I've got him on the bench for sure. Clap push-ups are pretty routine for me. We'll do some push-ups tonight. You want to do some push-ups tonight? We'll do a set of push-ups. Why not? Clap push-ups are not too bad. We can do those we can do like 30 of those, right? You know, we'll do a set of 7 pull-ups just so you guys know I can do pull-ups. We're not doing 30 tonight because we've already done a full workout, but we'll do a quick set of 7. We'll make them interesting. We got to use the pull-up bar, right? I don't think he's coming back. I'm going to give him till the end of the stream, though. At the end of the stream, when I go to shut it down, that's when I'm going to call him out on it. So that's what I'm going to call him out on it. It does help, and so super chats, you know, are very helpful. Yes, Brandon, I agree. They are helpful. You are correct. Yeah, he went extreme with it. If he had just owned up to it, like, man, maybe I just trolling or whatever. But after they're that deep, if he was trolling, which it is starting to seem that way, if he was trolling, then can you really go back on it at that point? You kind of got to own it. Just roll out. Yeah. You kind of got to own it and just leave. So. It's a public gym. I mean, you have to have a membership, obviously, but. We'll do one quick set so you guys can see how to do pull-ups. Someone questioned us on pull-ups the other night, too. I don't understand why everybody thinks I'm allergic to calisthenics. I don't know why everybody thinks I'm allergic to calisthenics. So. All right. Let's move through it. All right. Ten easy ones. Ugh. Ugh. It was cardio, wasn't it, Bryn? I felt if I did 7, everybody would be like, well, you only do 7, so I did 10. I did 10. They were pretty clean, too. I feel like they were very clean pull-ups, right? Yeah, if that's him, I mean, I'll give him credit where credit's due, Walt. I'll give him credit where credit's due if he's still here, if that's him. If you can DM me the link. If you go to you can get me on Instagram or you can send it to my email. It's all on my channel. Send me the link to it. I'll give him credit if that's him. The band? What? I got an invisible band. Yeah, I mean, I'll give him credit if it is. So he wouldn't give us any information, so I couldn't give him credit. I just find it odd that he didn't come back. So that's incorrect, Jersey. That's incorrect. You're going to have to try harder. One rest day a week. So, We'll do some like typewriter work and some stuff like that. You guys want to do that? I don't know. I bet my bench is higher than yours though, Jersey. A lot of trolls tonight. A lot of trolls tonight. My recovery's great. I can do one arms while gripping the forearm. What's up, Julian? Yeah, it sounds a little bit like it, huh, Patrick? No, we're right here, Falcon. What's up? What does a prison documentary have to do with anything? My bench is 365 currently. My bench is 365 currently. I weigh 178 and I'm natural. So I don't eat hot dogs. Five foot 11. That's the next question I get. So, and that's verifiable. It's on my channel. For those of you that want to see it, that bench is verifiable. We did it live, actually, but it's been clipped and put on my channel since then. So. It is definitely nighttime. Yeah, I lift at night. No, they're real, Jersey. I happen to be a competitive powerlifter, like a successful competitive powerlifter. So, I do this for a living. Welcome to the stream, though, Jersey. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. One-arm pull-ups aren't too bad. I don't like them, but they're not too bad. Like I said, gripping the forearm, we got them all day. So, we got them all day. Ugh. Oh, hold on, we're gonna change the angles. No pocket, no pocket. Like I said, I grip the forearm for my one arms. So. Yeah, I don't, guys, outside of the stream, the calisthenics you guys see in the stream, that's the only calisthenics I do. I don't train calisthenics. So I don't train calisthenics outside of the stream at all. So 0%. Like 385, Matteo. We're working on 400 right now. And that's not quite like under 90-degree depth. It's like a little right at 90 or just above. So we're working on 400. Squat is my worst lift of the three, to be fair. So bench is my top lift. Deadlift is 490 right now. So. What excuse, Jersey? I don't know what's going on. Ugh. You could lift weights all day. Doesn't make you strong. I can do a lot more than 50 push-ups, Jersey. I can do a lot more than 50 push-ups. All right, have a good one, Bryn. Have a good one. 50 push-ups is like one set. Jersey. Is like one set. I bench every day, OG. Yes, every single day. I bench 6 days a week. Sundays I don't bench. I'll double check everything. I got the link being sent to me now. I think we found your link, Rainbow. I'll take a look at it. If you did it, you did it. That's great. That would put you in the top 25 of natural lifters ever. So. I don't know what I'm lying about. 50 push-ups? 50 push-ups is easy work. How am I lying? How am I lying? We've done well over 50 push-ups on stream. I'm doing great, Tom. I'm gathering. I'm letting him do his thing. We already did dips tonight, OG. We did 37 of them in a set. One set for 37, actually. One set for 30. We did one set of dips tonight for 37 reps. So, all right. I think we found it, Grambo. Someone's sending me the link. I'm going to take your, like I said, Grambo, I'm trying to take your word for it. It doesn't mean your dip advice was any better, but if you did it, that's impressive. I'll take a look at the link. And if you did it, you did it. I give you credit where credit's due. 100%. Like I said, I never said you didn't. I just said it was a very big claim. So, but if you did it, there's all the respect in the world to it. Heavy lifting is heavy lifting. So, doesn't mean I'm taking your advice on the dips, but I'll give you credit on your bench if that's the case. So I'll take a look at it after the stream. But yeah, we're gonna head back to my office now. We're gonna get. We don't skip leg day. Dips are great. Dips are great. We've been working out for almost 3 hours. This is a long stream. For my usual gig. Usually it's 2.5. Usually it's 2.5. So. You have questions, Francis. Are they good questions? I do weighted dips often. I'm good. So obviously our depth are a little bit different, Grambo, but I do about right at 90, which is right now the accepted kind of best for strength purposes. If you're bodybuilding, going a little deeper could be useful, I guess. But I'm good for about 5 plates for a single. 4 plates I can get 3 to 5, 3 to 7. But a single at 5 plates. So we've done that. So. I'm very, very good at dips. I've always been very good at dips. So. Yep. I'm gonna check it in a little while. Ben. I lift heavy all the time. If you're doing it correctly, Matteo, you shouldn't have any joint issues. A lot of the time people end up with issues with their joints is they're lifting incorrectly. It's improper lifting, or they're doing too snappy movements. So sometimes they're like snapping their elbows back and locking them out very quickly, putting a lot of stress on them acutely. Same thing with like leg press. A lot of people have knee issues because their leg press or their squats, they're locking out their knees every single time. Lockouts are usually what's wearing on your joints more than anything. $225 weighted pull-up is solid. I don't know what the heaviest weighted pull-up I could get. So, never had canes, Mark. I have a few friends that stop there whenever they go down to Florida, but I've never had canes. I've heard it's good. But I also don't eat fast food, so it's not going to do me no good. So I don't eat fast food. I've heard it's really good. I heard the sauce they have there is like their claim to fame, right? So let's get our names on the bottle. I'm going to transfer them to a proper bottle tonight. 5,000 calories, 300 grams of protein. I will transfer the names to a proper bottle tonight, but I do not have that bottle with me, but I have a proper bottle at the house. I promise it'll get transferred. I just need to write them down so I don't forget. It was Joshua and Michael Cooper. Appreciate the super chats. Pull-ups is very bicep and back centric, Coco. There's other muscles working, but those are going to be your two biggest to get you where you want to be. Joshua. All right. Joshua and Michael Cooper. This bottle's a little different. I will transfer them to a proper bottle tonight. I'll take a picture of it once I get the opportunity. So we are finished lifting for the night. The stream is about to come to a close. No shoulder pain, no tendonitis. I mean, I've had like normal, like you tweak something and it like, you know, an hour or two, it's a little wonky, but nothing serious, and very, very seldom. So nothing that I would be like, oh, that's bad, you know. So but I appreciate it, Ben. I appreciate it. Ugh. But it is that time, guys. It is time for me to end the stream for the night. We will be back on tomorrow at about 9. I think 9 tomorrow. Probably 9 o'clock tomorrow. Is the plan. So we'll see how that how that pans out, right? Usually we get here and there's music playing, so don't quote me on the 9 o'clock, but I'm gonna do my best for 9 o'clock tomorrow, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. I will verify. I'm taking that guy's word. On his lift right now because supposedly we have proof. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll hopefully get a spotter for the bench PR. See y'all then.